Let's just very quickly recap on this idea of a free body diagram. Can someone tell me what is a free body diagram? The word free gives a clue, right? Basically, it is just one single object and the forces acting on that particular object. So when you look at this animal on a duck on an inclined plane, you are actually looking at two objects. When you draw a free body diagram, you are only interested in the forces acting on one object, which in this case is duck, a person, a human, a male. Okay? You understand that? So instead of looking at these two as a composite, you only look at duck. Okay? Now, because duck is on an inclined plane, so you will notice that this, if you are to let go, if there is no friction, duck will slide down. Correct? So because duck is actually standing quite steadily on this inclined plane, you can therefore guess that there is friction on the slope. Alright, now the direction of the friction must be against the direction of the motion. Clear? So that is why when the duck is supposed to be moving downward, the friction must be holding it up in the opposite direction. And this angle here, I think it is 15 degrees. That is why over here you will see an arrow going up 15 degrees from the horizontal. Okay, so we understand what is happening now. There is a frictional force acting upwards. Okay? Can? Did you all draw that already? Okay, then very quickly, what other forces are acting on the duck, right? Firstly, there is a weight. So we know that taking the center of gravity, which I can't tell, but let's say it's somewhere around here, then we were to draw this down, it will look like this. Correct? Okay? And then I will just draw that as the weight. And the last one here, you have this thing called the normal reaction force, which is defined as the force perpendicular to the slope. Okay? Did you all write this down before? Can you write down that the normal force is defined as the force that is perpendicular to the slope? Okay, make sure you know that. Alright, are you on the right page? I'm on this page, the one with the slope. Oh, okay. Alright, so if I were to draw all the forces acting on this two, you will notice that I'm going to actually draw a normal force that is perpendicular to this slope. Okay, like that. Alright, and if you ask yourself, are there any other forces acting on duck? No. So these are the only three available. So you can also see another thing about free body diagrams is that the relative orientation to each of the forces is reflected in a diagram that extends from a point. Do you understand the idea? Okay, so that's why they all come from a point. So this one is moved there, this one is moved there, and then this one is facing downward is there. So the directions are equal to what I have here, and how they are related in terms of the angle is also accurately represented.